Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Chris Glides, and today I'm about to take you to Robben Island here in Cape Town, South Africa. And Robben is from the Dutch word seals, and so they call it Seal Island. And also, this is a location where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 18 of his 27 years. And so far, as we get on the boat, I see that there's a lot of seals already in the water. So let me show you. So these are some of the timelines on the wall for a lot of events that happened here in South Africa. And it centered around Nelson Mandela. And so that's where we're going today, to the museum, to get a little bit of history of what occurred within the 60s and other timelines. Let's see, from like even 1923. So in reference to a lot of the political changes in the country that have occurred over time. So they're just hanging out, chilling right on the side there. And we're about to embark on this nice ship, nice vessel. See Robben Island printed on the side. So very nice, not a seaport area, but a very nice port area. It is a seaport, of course, yeah. Beautiful morning at almost 9 o'clock. I'm here at the marina and the silo area of Cape Town. And very nice, beautiful morning. Beautiful November 1st. It's about 70 degrees. And the seals are out having a lot of fun. And we're just waiting for our tour to start. All right, so we made it on top of the ship, and very nice views. Open air, nice and sunny. Got a good view from up here, so it's gonna be nice. It's not a Harley Davidson, but hey, it's still gonna be nice. All right, so we've left the seaport and we're on our way to Robben Island now. And not sure how long it's gonna take us to get there, but you'll know faster than I do because, well, you're watching it on TV. So anyway, great time so far, sitting right at the back, and got some benches right here and just relaxing.
Welcome aboard the Sea Princess.
All right, guys, so we made it here, and I'm gonna start showing you things bit by bit. There's a website right there behind me, and I'm gonna turn around and show you guys and show you the wall when you first arrive. So it's actually showing us the first prisoners arriving at Robben Island in 1962. And so I see some of the pictures right here, faded away faces, and the different images that you can see of the prisoners lined up and the guards with their firearms standing by closely. However, I wouldn't run because I mean, so as we were on the ship just heading here, you can see tons of like sea lions and whales and all kinds of things. So, and I don't know how good of a swimmer people are, but that was pretty far. So I've been to Alcatraz before and a few other places, and that was like a further distance than even Alcatraz. So right there in the entryway, we see where it says Robben Island. It's got welcome, and then it spells welcome on the other side differently. I think that's in like the local dialect of Afrikaans. And we serve with pride. And then it says it again. So we just entered the entranceway to the prison, and this is what it looks like inside. So from around the island, the total circumference is about 8 miles around, and from side to side, it's about 2 miles.
And the British, when they got here, they continued to use the island as a prison. So the main use of the island over the centuries has always
Good morning.
Oh, we.
Good.
I'm good too. Let's go in that way.
Yes, that got as much.
So this is one of the offices where they did the censorship of letters. They read every letter that came in, and after that they would give the letters to the inmates or prisoners.
Yeah, that's a courtyard of the hospital. Then this is the courtyard of the civil cells. This is the area where all those are considered convenience. So every window you see there is a cell. Those are civil cells.
You said they were considered to be leaders? So
So this is what the cells look like. You have a mat, a chair, and different things. So on this one, you can see there's some kind of blood splatter on the wall right there. This is the actual cell that Nelson Mandela serve time in while here.
Also in the 60s, the windows were wider. And remove them from the majority rather than this.
In response to that act of defiance of communicating across the fences to prisoners and others. Let's go in here. Each of the cells at the time we got here.
So this area is known as the lime quarry, and in the lime quarry, this is where the prisoners came and they broke stones and they broke lime. Each time that they filled the the cart, the wheelbarrow, they had to take it from one side of the yard and then back all the way down to the other side, and they would go back and forth all day long from 8 to 4. And then during that time that they pushed the wheelbarrows back and forth, the guard would tell them if it was full enough, and they would have to dump it on one end and carry it back to the other end. And so they took these rocks from the limestone and crushed it into sand, and then they used that in order to pave all the roads for the prison. And then so this pile of stone right here is the stone when Nelson Mandela visited and all the other leaders were here. He took a stone and placed it in the pile, and all the people followed, and then they placed those stones there. And this, I believe, happened in 1992, I think. I have to double check that, but. And then the hole right here was dug from the prisoners, and anyone who was to leave this area early would be shot and killed. And so no one would leave. And this area was supposed to be open temporarily, but ended up being open for 13 years. And so the prisoners ended up digging this area out, and they would use the restroom here. It's approximately 6 meters long. And then inside of the area where they would use the restroom, they would also eat. And the guards would not go inside there because it smelled so bad. But this is where they would secretly talk and discuss things that they can discuss without the guards hearing them. And so this is the area, and these are the size rocks that would be broken, and they would have to be crushed into sand. And so this is a famous area where they came and they got out of the sunlight and heat, and they would hide in here away from the sun for lunch breaks if they had them. So you can see little bit of chisel mark. And as I stand here, I can see a little bit of the sand dripping from it. So a lot of the prisoners would be denied masks, sunglasses, and gloves. And during that time that they were denied those items, over the years, the sand would get inside their lungs and fill up their tear ducts of their eyes. They wouldn't be able to cry anymore and ultimately have lung issues and eventually pass from having lung issues. So you can see a lot of areas where these guys must have worked. And as I look from one end to the other, it's about the distance of a football field. And so this area was all carved out by prisoners, and it must have stopped or started from here and was pushed all the way back on either side from the work that they did. See remnants on the ground still here. So I'm walking completely to one other side just to kind of imagine what it was like for those prisoners and for them that had to walk the wheelbarrow back and forth. Sometimes the wheels would be removed from the barrel, which would make it more difficult. And I can imagine this area was soft sand at one point. And so to take it from one part to the other had to be extremely difficult. Right now it's not an extremely hot day, but I can still feel the heat and the area that it took, or the effort that it would have taken to get from here to the other side of there with a broken wheelbarrow filled to the top with stone and sand. Right here you can see that this is rubber from the actual wheel, from a wheelbarrow. I'll place it back here and leave it, but wow. More remnants of rubber wheels here. And in fact, there's a bone, and that's not from a piece of chicken. So I don't know what kind of bone that is. So within the rubble on the hill, I see like a pile of flowers, like a makeshift grave or something, but I'm not sure what the significance of that is. And then so there's another pile of rocks there. And this was actually in 1994. I spoke and said 92, but in 1994, this is where the pile of rocks were originated from when Mandela placed his stone first. So right in front of us, as you can see a lot of penguins. So in front of us, you can see the penguins, and they're just out sunbathing, having a good time. And right behind me, you can see that there's a set of penguins out there just hanging out. I'll flip the camera around so you can see. So those are the penguins that inhabit the island here. So those are the penguins just hanging out. Having a grand time. So the water's pretty cold. We were just at the prison area, and it was scorching hot. Well, not scorching hot, but it was hot. And down here it's like super cold, so. Cheese. What's your name?
Louis.
Louis. I'm Chris. I got a YouTube channel named Chris Glides, so you're gonna be world famous now. Louis, thanks. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
All right. All right, YouTube, thanks for hanging out with us today. And from my camera lens to yours, I hope you got to see and adventure as much as I did and learn a little bit about Robben Island and everything that I had to show you. So now is your chance to go back and Google and research anything that I didn't provide to you. And again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned because who knows where we're going to go next.